Hello, everybody. You're watching Cartoons Etc. I'm AF Branco, and we've got quite a bit of big show lined up for you today. Everybody says that. We have some videos, we have some old cartoons. We don't have any teleprompters. I don't have anything written out that I'm supposed to say, what I'm supposed to do. But that's the beauty of this show. Anyway, we have an intro song, one that we did quite a while ago. It's one of my favorites. I thought I'd play it for you. Here we go. Get your comments ready.
Well, perhaps there is a simple answer. Not an easy answer, but simple. If you and I have the courage to tell our elected officials that we want our national policy based on what we know in our hearts is morally right, we'll preserve for our children this, the last best hope of man on earth, or we'll sentence them to take the last step into 1,000 years of darkness.
Every time that I look in the mirror, all these lines in my face getting clearer. The past is gone, it went by like dusk to dawn. Isn't that the way everybody's got the dues in life to pay? Yeah, I know nobody knows where it comes and where it goes. I know everybody says you got to lose to know how to win. Half my life's in books, written pages, live and learn from fools and from sages. You know it's true. All the things come back to you. Sing with me, sing for the year, sing for the laugh, and sing for the tear. Sing with me, just for today. Maybe tomorrow the good Lord will take you away. Dream on, dream on, dream on, dream yourself a dream come true. Dream on, dream on, dream on, dream until your dream come true. Dream on, dream on, dream on, dream on, dream on, dream Sing with me, sing for the year, sing for the laugh, and sing for the tear. Sing with me, just for today, maybe tomorrow, good Lord will take you away. Sing with me, sing for the year, sing for the laugh, and sing for the tear. Sing with me, just for today, maybe tomorrow, the good Lord will take you away.
As long as the American people hold in their hearts deep and devoted love of country, then there is nothing that this nation cannot achieve. The best is yet to come.
Wow, good one. Yeah, like I was saying before, we don't really plan out these programs. We do it every Wednesday, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific. And we don't have a teleprompter. So what you see is what you get as we go along. And my oratory skills aren't the greatest. I'm not a radio announcer. Or I'm not like Joe Dan, where you do videos and you sound great and you have great timing. My forte happens to be drawing. That's what I do. So I speak through my cartoons a lot of times, but this gives us a way of connecting to the people who never get to talk to us, and we get to talk to them via the chat. So I'm going to bring in my buddy, Joe Dan Gorman. Here he is. He's ready or not. Here he comes.
You know, it's funny. We both like, I'm sick tonight. You're going to have to carry the show. Uh-oh. So both of us feel a little under the weather, but
Yeah.
one monkey ain't going to stop the show. Maybe two monkeys, but
We do our best.
the show must go on. Yes,
Yeah.
the show must go on.
The
How
chat's
is
gonna
everybody?
carry it.
Let's see. So South Carolina girl, she did what? She got her eyes. What she
She
did?
got
She's cross-eyed.
some surgery on her eyes. She still has her hospital bracelet on. She just noticed that in the chat. She goes, "Oh, wait a minute! I still have my hospital bracelet on." So it's an excuse for her to do a lot of typos. She said so. We got to watch out for the typos.
Or as long as she's not still accidentally wearing the hospital gown home.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. You're wearing the hospital gown, South
Yeah.
Carolina.
Go get in your Uber car. It's like, uh-oh. I feel
Yeah.
a draft. I feel a draft.
No, they got
here.
a lot of people over there in the chat and Rumble. You got Kazini, you got Anna Lustenberg, you got Deplorable Distant, man, and that's just to name a few. So we'll talk to a few of these, or mention a few of these a little bit later. And then over the other chat. Go
I
ahead.
was just saying, Anna mentioned that if Trump's cabinet picks all get confirmed, yeah, it's going to be a party.
Oh man, yeah, we're going to uncover some stuff.
And you know, we may lose one here and there, but Trump's coming. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But one thing, you know, all these senators saying, "Oh, I'm good. Don't trust any of them. We don't trust them until they vote.
Yeah, absolutely. And if they vote wrong, they're going to pay.
Yeah. Well,
Politically speaking,
I think Trump's going to play the nuclear card. I think he's going to use the nuclear option.
Yeah,
where he just sends them all home. He forces a recess.
Yeah.
Trump can do things.
Yeah. There's a lot of power there. And these Republicans, these are what gets me. These Republicans like Lindsey Graham and all these guys, last time when Biden became president, I heard a number of them say that the president, because he won the election, is entitled to his cabinet picks.
Yeah, and they just voted right along with it. Yeah,
I just went along with it. You got all these buffoons in there in dresses, and and now they're giving some resistance to Trump's cabinet picks. It's crazy.
Well, one of the things we're seeing now is now that we're back in the catbird seat. Now we haven't won.
Yeah.
This battle is going to keep going, but we do have the upper hand in the catbird seat, if we want to put it. And we're pulling back the scabs. And I mean, it is the ugliness. Oh my gosh. And we've got some clips coming up to get into some of that. That our government's not just a little corrupt or a little messed up.
No. This year is going to be a big reveal. Big reveal.
Oh,
I'm not talking about gender reveal. I'm talking about corruption reveal, and that's what they're scared of. That's what
they're still. About. I hear Lindsey Graham's about to have his gender reveal party. Like that'll be hard to figure out, huh? Yeah, but he's excited. He's as excited as Lindsey Graham at a Liza Minnelli garage sale. I tried that last week. It didn't work either.
I'm kind of getting ready to pop up the cartoons here.
Pop up.
Okay.
No
pop-up blocker yet. Okay. Here we go. This week's cartoons kind of go over some of the issues that we've been facing lately.
Yeah, and in the meantime, none of your business wants to know what part of North Carolina South Carolina girl is from. What part of New Jersey that South Carolina girl is from. I'd say I'm not sure with that. Oh, what's up with Mitch McConnell's health?
He's old.
He's old. It's the U.S. Senate hospice care.
My goodness. Come on, people. Man, there just comes a time where you got to let her go. And you got to, I don't even think he's making any of his decisions anymore. It's his staff,
Yeah, well, it's like Biden. Who made the call to send those missiles inside Russia? Who made the call? I mean, and you got all that crap going on over in Syria. You got that crap going on over in Romania. And our CIA has their fingerprints all over this. Well, we got a clip of Professor Jeffrey Sachs a little bit talking about how just corrupt our government is. And he's a great source. But this is a great cartoon here. And that's what we were talking about last week, how they're doing it to everybody. They're doing the Kavanaugh playbook. But we even played that clip of Nancy Pelosi explaining the wrap-up smear.
Yeah. Do you have it handy? Or do you have it handy in another file?
You know what? I think we can pull it up. I mean,
why don't I pull it? It goes along with this cartoon. And I try to get my cartoons to encapsulate the issues of the day.
Well, it's there.
I'm play it.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it. And then you write it, and they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that this, and this. So they have that validation that the press reported the smear, and then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made.
I posted that up on Facebook. I don't know why I bothered to post anything over there anymore, but I got fact check, and it said Pelosi was describing what Republicans do to her. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
First off, name one case, and then who is the media? Who's the press that the Republicans go to?
Yeah.
Well, they go to the New York Times or MSNBC or.
Yeah, Fox won't do it.
No, but that's what they're doing. The Hegseth, I can say his name this week. I practiced every day, 47 times. Hegseth. Yeah.
It's not Hegseth, it's Hegseth.
Okay, don't get picky on me. I'll completely blow it again.
No, you got it right. Last week.
And then so now we got the drones over New Jersey.
Yeah.
Like, well, we don't know where they're from. We don't think they're from China. We don't think they're from Iran. Well, there's nothing to worry about.
Yeah,
we don't know where they're from, but remain calm. Everything's fine.
Isn't that the same thing they said about the balloon flying overhead, taking pictures of all our installations, military installations, and that? Same thing.
Man,
they said, we don't know what.
We gotta pray. But the thing that brings me comfort in this insane period of time is that God has done so much to get Trump to this point.
Absolutely.
I don't think God's going to let him blow everything up in the meantime. But I don't speak for God. I just, but I am a fan. I'm a fan.
Wait a minute. I forgot to, you got to do Sonia's job here.
We got to get Sonia back here. Okay. Comically, that's your creators.
Yeah.
Creators.com 2024 creators.
Comically incorrect. Yeah, that's my.
So I have to read your site too.
Yes, yeah, you do, or I dock your pay.
I didn't see that in the contract.
It's in the small print down by
Comically
the bottom.
Incorrect.
You need
2024 creators.com.
Nice.
Yeah.
And this one's by who?
That's alphanews.org.
All right.
I don't have to read that last part, do I?
No, you don't. No. I should have had Sonia train you before you took this over.
She's tried training me. It didn't take.
No, I do a cartoon every week for Alpha News, and this one is about a ballot issue that they had, where the Democrat won by 16 votes, and in a Republican area, they're missing 20 ballots. They just disappeared.
I think this is going to be one of many cases that are going to be revisited as soon as we get the big guy in there, because he said, if you are cheating in this election, you're going to jail. And that's what Trump says. And Trump's pretty good at keeping his word.
Absolutely. In this particular case, they're now 67-67. So if the Republican would have won, they would have the majority. But now it's tied. And
and it's just such an amazing coincidence. It's always the Democrat who comes out on these ballots that are found 3 weeks after the fact, in the trunk of a car under a bridge.
I want to give the chat a challenge here. Name me one state where in the voting where the recount goes in the Republicans' favor. I have not seen one. There may be one out there, but I've not seen one election where they have to have a recount. Usually the Republican is ahead by a few hundred votes. Then they do a recount, and then the Democrat wins a few more. Then they do another recount, and then the Democrat ends up winning. I see that in state after state, especially California and Washington State, where I'm from.
Yeah, feel free to go back 20 years. We'll make it easy on you.
Yeah. So
Republicans don't win those. They're trained. They're trained.
Oh yeah. And then we're talking about tariffs here.
Oh man, Trump's talking about. What he's talking about doing. You look and see. He's coming in with a team of creators and innovators. My gosh, and he's got a mandate. And that's why Christopher Wray hightailed it out there. I quit.
Yeah, he's gone. Well, what Trump wants to do is he wants to use this tariff club to get people in line, and he's only going to use it in certain situations to get our policy in advance. And I don't think he's going to use it to our detriment. I think he's going to.
No, he's not going to use it to our detriment. But there's also some chatter about how back, and I'm sure you guys have heard this. I think we mentioned a little bit back in the late 1800s, and we didn't have a tax, and we were filthy rich, and it was because of tariffs.
Absolutely.
Now,
good point.
That was the richest America's ever been. Now, we'll have to see. But these are exciting times. You got Elon Musk up there, man. The dude, my attitude towards Elon has changed so much. I'm going to get me a SpaceX t-shirt now.
That's great.
I'm gonna put a picture of Elon on my desk.
South Carolina girl said if there's a Republican win after recount, the press won't report it. Probably
that's true. That's why you don't know. Well, but that's just it's not going to happen though.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about the tariffs, though. I heard them talking about that back in the late 1800s. That's what we used to run our tariffs from other countries shipping stuff in was what run our government.
Yeah. And you listen to some of these guys who know what they're talking about, like that Howard Lutnick and some of these guys that they are brilliant on this topic.
Yeah.
Of course,
this cartoon is by Comically Incorrect. That's my website.
ComicallyIncorrect.com.
If you want to see all of my cartoons, every one of them dating back years, go to Comically Incorrect and hit the cartoon section along the menu there. And you can
and then you'll get a drop-down prescription for free therapy if you want to go back.
Yeah, along with it. But you can also type in the search section. You can type in the search section whatever cartoon you like. If you have an issue that you want to know about or something that's happening, you can just type that issue into the search section, and those cartoons will pop up pertaining to that. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Yeah.
Well, excuse me for talking while you're interrupting. I know, but I see none. You pointed out that Trump's not the only one with a mandate. Adam Schiff has a mandate, but his might also be a boy date. So
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
That's one guy I cannot wait to see that worm go to prison. Worm.
It's deep with him, man.
I mean, you remember one of these days, want to pull that clip of him allegedly reading what Trump was saying, and he was just making it up, and it sounded like a 1930s mob story. Like
but he was reading it like it was real.
Yeah. But see, he was a failed playwright. He's a failed playwright.
Yeah. When you fail at everything, go into politics.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be a cartoonist.
Yeah, man. He had a big settlement too with some little kid. I cannot. There's a lot of them that I can't. I just salivate to watch them go to jail.
Isn't he married to Soros family? Somebody, Soros's daughter or something? Isn't Adam Schiff married to?
So you're telling me Pumpkinhead's married to somebody?
Yeah, he is, and he's related, and whoever she is related to Soros. So he has unlimited funds to run on and lie. Okay, we're talking about World War III here.
Parting gifts. Oh, that's a good one. Americans for limited government.
Absolutely, right here.
There you go.
Here.
See how I just was smoothly stepped in and took control there. You see?
I do. They sponsor this cartoon. I do one of those every week for them. But this is basically, and I don't think he's in power. I just don't think he knows what's going on.
No, he's not. You got a bunch of left-wing radicals up there. They're doing this crap on the border. They're activating that phone app. I mean, they're picking it up. I mean, they're increasing all their efforts. I mean, they're everything they're doing bad. They're trying to just they're stepping it up. These are horrible, evil people, and the children that get hurt.
Yeah, it's 300 and some children they can't find in the United States. They think they've gone into slavery or human trafficking, sex trafficking, that kind of thing. A liberal today I overheard, and I don't remember who it was, but said that Biden didn't stop any of the executive orders. And I went, what? How can you possibly say that? He stopped all of them. And the thing is that not only did he do that, he invited all of the illegal immigrants into our country during the campaign.
Yeah. Can I get rid of his old ass soon enough? Can we?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Get rid of his whole entourage.
That's the only way we get rid of the shadow people behind him who are making these calls. I mean, it's ridiculous what they're doing.
Bannon said, you got to go in and fire everybody today. I listened to Bannon on War Room, and he said, you got to go in and fire everybody all the way down to the root to get these people out of there, because they're going to sabotage them any chance they get, like they did last time. The White House, all those holdovers. Yeah.
Speaking of War Room, if you go back over the last 4 years, the War Room is the absolute most accurate source of news that's been out there. More accurate than your Foxes and by far.
Yeah.
But everything. I mean, they called everything. And because I was talking to somebody and they're like, well, I don't really like it. It's kind of hardcore. Yeah, it's news.
Yeah.
What we got accustomed to for the last few decades is entertainment. A bomb fell in Berlin. We'll come back right after these messages from our sponsor. It was like,
and then we're going to bake some cookies together.
Yeah, and then we've got some cookie recipes we want to share. It's just crap, but we've gotten conditioned. We don't know what news is, and that's why Bannon is. I mean, the dude, he can rub people the wrong way, and I don't agree with him on everything. But I'll tell you what, I've never seen a son of a bitch that goes after it every day. Every day. Over these last 4 years, it was him and Gateway Pundit. and you
Yep.
could always count on. And I'm going
And
to tell you,
Dan, I have to say, Dan Bongino has been, really hitting it hard lately. And
oh,
like
yeah.
he says, we are the media now, and it's driving the mainstream media. Can't even call them the mainstream media anymore. They've fallen. They've fallen hard.
They're gone.
Their ratings have just plummeted because they lied, and people caught them in the lie. Everybody knows they lie. So people are going to other sources to find truth, and they're comparing and contrasting it. So people aren't smart. That's why the government wants to take total control over AI, because AI is theoretically unbiased, and they don't want people to know all the truth. So they're trying to get a
Yeah, well, AI is as unbiased as whoever's programming them. So
true to a point, but when there's a
and-
fact, if you're looking at it, the whole thing, you ask it a question, and it's either not going to answer you or it's going to tell you. So that's why government wants control of it. They want to be able to manipulate it, bar it, and they're going to use the excuse, well, you don't want AI revealing any nuclear secrets or anything like that. Well,
I used a couple of different AIs. I used the one on X, Grok.
right.
And Grok's pretty good, but Grok will you can get going in circles, because it's programmed by the left-wing media on a lot of topics, not everything. I'm not going to say it's really good on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But then you get in this circular argument. I said, no, I don't want to know that. I want to know this. And it keeps coming back to the government line,
But from what Elon and some of these people are saying now is that the AI that's coming is 10 times faster and bigger than what we have now. It's 10 times smarter than we are. It's kind of scary, actually. So
you know what? I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm glad I'm going to be dead.
I don't think you're going to be. I don't think you're going to. It's coming fast. It's coming fast.
They'll turn me into. Well, no, we're seeing a lot of it now.
Yeah.
But can you imagine the level of AI in, say, 30 or 40 years?
Yeah.
It's going to be crazy, man.
It's good. I mean, well, think how fast technology has developed since I was in high school.
But if you think about, but that's the only thing that's developed.
Yeah.
Digital technology is pretty much the only thing that's developed. I mean, because look at cars. What have they done? They've added digital technology.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, how have they improved, your refrigerators and stoves? They've added digital technology, but everything is digital. And like we had this discussion before, if you get just to the basics of our creature comforts that we had 50 years ago, we had air conditioners, freezers, refrigerators, airplanes. We didn't have internet, we didn't have computers, but we had all that other stuff. We had telephones. I mean, it was crazy. You watch some of those older shows like that were made in the 50s.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not a whole lot of difference, if you
But what we're looking at now is AI in the area of being able to develop and create new technology that blows cars and televisions and everything out of the water at some point, to where AI will probably solve the time continuum equation as far as speed of light. And I mean,
not if I solve it first.
Yeah, you go for it. I'll wait.
Yeah, I'll just hold on a minute. I'll be right with you.
I get my calculator out.
I got to carry the two, and I always get confused on that one.
Okay. This one got a lot of play today. A lot of people sharing.
Hunter Biden.
Somebody in the chat over in the Rumble said, given what Hunter uses to paint with lately, they should put some flies around here. I can't remember who said that. Somebody in the chat. I don't know who it was, but Anyway, I thought that was funny. Yeah, I should have added a couple of flies. The family deserves flies. I named this the bargain bin of history, but I didn't put it.
But they are so corrupt. Are you kidding me? This a 50-year-old man who's never done any artwork in his life starts painting because he's on crack, and he's a president's son, so he gets hundreds of thousands of dollars and millions of dollars for these things.
Anonymous buyers. That should tell
Anonymous
you
buyers. Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah.
Anonymous buyers.
Nothing to see here.
But I'm sure those anonymous buyers, they dried up real quick after he lost the election. So what a scam. You throw some paint on a canvas and sell it to China or some.
Yeah, I'd be willing to bet that none of his paintings are hanging on anybody's wall anywhere.
Yeah, no, they threw them in the garage and waiting for their benefits. Good pro.
Yeah, but Jittery and none you're talking about how they've designed it's designed obsolescence on these products now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, back in the 50s and 60s, hell, they'd make them to last.
Yeah.
And then they're like, wait a minute, we're making these things too good. We need them to break sooner. We ain't going to sell, we got to sell more than one.
Yeah.
You know, I don't blame them on that a little bit. You know, maybe not use the very best.
Anyway, we've got some comments over here. We got gob of them. We got holy mackerel. You know, what's Jetty Ray Ho? Let's see. Telsa stock surpassed its all-time high today. Wow, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and Tesla wasn't even invited to the White House's electric car thing.
Really?
Because they were pissed off at Elon. Well, we're not speaking to him.
Who's this? Smoky Mountain Goat?
Well, Goat Roper. That's the greatest name I've seen today. Smoky Mountain Goat Roper.
I didn't know if that was an O or an A, but
Raper, Goat Raper.
No.
What the hell?
Goat Roper. Yeah. My shit.
Oh my gosh, you're a twisted old fucker.
Love the dream on video. What a great president we have been blessed with. God has heard our prayers. Absolutely.
Yes, he did. And we can't quit now. You know, a lot of people, you know, once the storm goes away, people quit praying. You know, and this is don't go back to sleep. We got to keep it up. We got to keep going. We got to keep going.
Oh no, and, this is a like Don Bongino said, it's a 2-year program. We got 2 years to turn it around because then everybody starts running for office again, and so we've got 2 years to work.
I tell you what, I think we have a minimum of 2 years. I think we're going to get the full 4. I think Trump's going to maximize this. Mm-hmm. He knows more about his office than any other person that's held that office.
Right.
Ever. I'll guarantee it. Oh, yeah. And he knows more about the powers of his office than anybody else in Washington, D.C.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And he knows he's on the clock, and he knows he's got a lot to do.
Yeah, so, and if he can turn it around in 2 years, it's going to be another 2 years. And these Republicans and these people, we can kick some of these rhinos, some of these Democrats out of there and get a bigger majority. If he can turn the country around where everybody sees it and the media losing favor, I see a good future happening. But we got to work hard, all of us.
Oh, absolutely. I can't wait till he picks his new White House press corps.
Dan Bongino, War Room.
That'll go over big with that Acosta guy. What's his name?
Oh yeah, they should get him out of there. He's
just Jim Acosta.
Acosta.
I trolled him at a.
You did.
Yeah, that was. I said, "Watch me! I'm gonna troll this guy."
Yeah.
and I did. And I had what did I say? had a T-shirt on. I said, so it said, "You are fake news." And I was over there standing with Jim Acosta, telling him you were fake news. That was fun. But anyway, I made it to CNN.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
They just showed me my shirt. They didn't really like my shirt too well. I loved it. I thought it was wonderful.
John Stowe over in Rumble, he says, if he loses the House in 2 years, they will impeach him again. And that's true.
Totally. We're not going to let that happen.
Yeah.
I tell you what, the people got a bad taste in their mouth for Democrats. Democrats have no plan. They have lost their mind. They could be done forever. I mean, they are so bad right now. I mean, look at them going out the door here. They're not even trying to be nice or to even pretend to be helping Americans. It's like, no, let's start 4 more wars, open the border up a little more.
Yeah. Let things fly over our country and over our military installations and not do anything about it.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, we got this clip up here of the professor talking about how corrupt it is.
Kazini, I just wanted to say one thing. Kazini, she said about the Hunter Biden cartoon. This is the cartoon that almost got me in deep crap today. I said every purchase comes with a free Zelensky lap dance. So who's this guy on this video?
This is Professor Jeffrey Sachs. He's an economist.
Oh, that's right.
He's been around a long time, and he just lays it out on. And I'm not even sure. I think he was a Democrat for years. He still might be, but he's honest.
Well, So anyway, we'll play it.
Regard the United States as the most lawless and dangerous country in the world by far. You cannot believe how much misinformation we get every single day. Because I have advised more than 100 governments around the world, I have seen things with my own eyes. I've seen US CIA coups with my own eyes. Governments lie, but superpowers make super lies. And if you're running the largest war machine in the world, hey, you are going to lie all the time. The entire Iraq war was not because they thought there were weapons of mass destruction. Weapons of mass destruction was the outcome of a focus group inside the Pentagon. How are we going to sell this war to the American people? Who made the decision 2 days ago that ATACMS can shoot deep inside Russia? Another brilliant move. We don't even know if the President of the United States is compos mentis right now. We have a deep state that takes these decisions, not a word of explanation to the American people. It's all lies. And I've seen it all through my life because I've been advisors to prime ministers and to presidents and to central bank governors and to some of the wonderful people on this panel. And I've seen a lot.
Mm-mm. But he's right. I mean, we've been seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
And
we need to play your Christmas ad.
Oh yeah.
Get that up here.
Well, it's on its way right now. Hold on. I'm telling you, My Pillow at Christmas time is a place to go get some gifts because it can. They feel like expensive gifts, and they're not, but they're good quality. And we're gonna have that thing up here. Well, what the hell did I do? Oh, here it is. Okay, yeah, this is a little thing. Promo code Jodan at My Pillow. There's all kinds of stuff. Good stuff.
Remember the promo code Jodan.
There you go.
All
Did you,
right.
s- you know, there last week, Ginger Gates, Matt Gates' wife said, big news this week. And then they comes out, and then people are like, oh, he's going to run for governor? Or he's going to be a special counsel? He's got a show. He's going to be on One American News. I mean, I like One American News.
Yeah.
But, when I was hearing big news from Matt Gates, it was not getting a show on OANN.
It's going to pull a lot of people there, and he can do a lot of damage from there.
He'll help them out, though. Yeah, that's good. I like seeing these. One American News, I like them. I don't have a problem with them. I have serious problems with Fox and Newsmax. Serious.
Yeah.
But no, One American News, Real America's Voice. They do great stuff. They cover news. It's these companies like Fox and Newsmax who refuse to cover anything to do with Dominion. And Dominion has been in the news because they're right involved in having Tina Peters out there in Colorado in prison right now.
Yeah.
And Fox News won't cover it, and Newsmax won't cover it. And and what I like, Steve Bannon calls them TV for stupid people. I mean,
What'd you call me?
I didn't. I made sure to point out that Steve Bannon said it. I didn't say that. Steve Bannon said that.
Yeah, I'm feeling guilty because I watch Newsmax once in a while. Not a lot, but I watch Chris Salcedo because he puts my cartoons up at the end of the day. But I've seen Chris Salcedo talk a lot about different issues that the rest of the people, like Kelly, won't talk about. But we'll see how it goes.
You ain't heard him talk about Dominion.
I have not.
I mean, it's like, how can you be a news organization but have a taboo topic?
Yeah,
you're not a news organization. If you can't cover,
you shouldn't be afraid. You shouldn't be afraid to say.
Well, you're not a news organization.
You shouldn't be afraid of being sued. They shouldn't be allowed to sue them. They should be able to cover the news. They should be allowed to say what they say, and then bring in both sides of it. Bring in Dominion and bring in these other people instead of just suing them so they can't talk about it. That's ridiculous. It's not free press.
No. It's not even. But the fact that they continue to call themselves news. And they're afraid to cover some of the news. Screw them.
Yeah.
And that's the nicest way I can put it.
Yeah.
So I get a little. What's going on? I don't know.
What do we got?
What's
the script say? Oh, we don't have a script.
Well, no, but I have a great clip of a woman in a golf cart.
Oh, yeah.
And I think she might have had a toddy or something. But this is so fun. It just is.
All right.
Oh, Lord. Drop my drink. Got my phone, though. Let me get back in here. See if I can do that again. Oh!
No, I'm fine. I
I'm
just
fine.
ran into your house.
I'm fine. I just ran into your house. That's why we love the internet. Things like that is why I love the internet. I swear.
We want to. I think we should play we got a joke, a comedian, and it's about abortion. So get the kids out of the room.
It is a very dark joke, and it's kind of like really funny, but it's like you shouldn't really laugh at it, but you kind of do.
It's a joke, guys.
It's a joke. Get up and tell you You've been warned. You've been warned.
We're bored.
I think
There we go.
conservatives would love abortion, right? It's such a conservative thing. Abortion's just dead liberals. We're not aborting farmers and electricians, dude. It's just piles of music theater majors. Like, oh, grow up. It's an abortion joke. They can't. Can't grow up. Pretty funny.
Oh my gosh! I can't believe you made me play that. That was Branco's idea.
Well, it is ironic, though. I mean, they are destroying their own voter base. I mean, that's probably why they're bringing all these illegal immigrants in, because they're killing off all their voters.
Yeah, and then let's see what else. We got anything else funny? Oh, yeah. It was not like ha funny, but it's kind of funny.
What's that?
I saw this video. It made me homesick for Kentucky. I grew up in Kentucky.
Oh yeah.
And I'm down here in Tennessee now. We're uptown hillbillies here. We don't behave the same. But anyway, in Kentucky, that's where you can see a man running from the law on a horse. There we go. And everybody cheering him on. Go. Look at him. There he goes.
Hat, cowboy hat, and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
they can't turn.
Well, yeah, there's just some places. There's just some places a horse can go that a car just can't.
Yeah, well, that's just funny. I don't know.
I have some older cartoons that I want to
break them out.
It's getting close to Christmas time, and I have more Christmas cartoons that I'll show next week. What day of the week is Christmas on this year?
Hang on,
I'm gonna check the calendar out here.
Can you hear me?
Oh, it's not. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I had a glitch. Okay, good.
Okay, Christmas.
What were you saying?
Christmas is falling on a Wednesday this year, so we probably won't have a show that week. But next week I'll show some more cartoons, Christmas cartoons. I don't know. I like Christmas cartoons because I like to incorporate what's going on, the issues that's happening. Let me find it. Here we go. Hitting all these buttons. There we go. Let's get our faces in there.
Yeah.
There
we go.
Did I show this last week?
I don't think so. No, make Christmas great again. I actually have a cartoon, a T-shirt you sent me a couple of Christmases ago.
Oh, really?
I'll have to wear it next Christmas.
Next week?
Next week, yeah.
We have a show next week, but we probably won't have a show after that because Christmas falls on a Wednesday. And it's going to be pretty hectic that week for everybody, including my family and of course Joe Dan. He'll be down at the soup kitchen serving soup. So
in between, I got to eat a little bit too.
Yeah. Anyway, we got that one. The Gingrich, almost said the Gingrich. The Grinch who took away the left's corrupt censoring tool.
Oh my gosh, that's 2 years old.
Yeah, that's when he started that.
Wow.
Yeah. And then Santa Claus.
Santa Claus, yeah.
Santa Claus, yeah. You'll get nothing and be happy. Poor kid.
Boy, I tell you what, we've sure messed up their plans, haven't we?
Oh boy. Oh, they're still working. They're
still working, but they had no intentions of Trump returning to the White House. I mean, look what they did to that dude. I mean, it was just insane. Tried to shoot him,
and
indict him, bankrupt him.
Yep. All that. I'm excited to find out what comes out about all that and the connections of that assassin.
I can't wait till
Netting.
Cash gets up there.
Those
I got a
encrypted
clip.
messages, those encrypted phone messages that they can't find, but they can find all the J6 encrypted messages is really strange. And the Grinch who's interfering with the 2024 election.
Oh, he ain't interfering anymore, is he?
No.
But I bet he's still green.
Mm-hmm. He's green now.
He's green. If he wasn't green before, he is now. Yeah, he's on that list.
Yeah.
Kind of like Santa's list, but
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to be on that list, you know.
Yeah. Merry Christmas from Elon. Now I redid this. I put X's, his logo on all these, and was getting ready to do a calendar, but we're not coming out with a calendar this year. Sorry, folks. Spread the word. Every year for the last 10 years, we've had a calendar out, but the people that were supposed to do it dropped the ball. So I'm going to try to be more prepared next year when it comes to getting a calendar out in time. And,
that sucks because I've had every one of your calendars.
Yeah, and
I didn't want them, but you just sent them to me anyway.
I sent them to you anyway. You better put it on your wall too. Yeah, these people. I mean, people have been inundating me with emails and posts and saying, "When's the calendar coming out? When's the calendar out?" And I thought we were going to be able to do it, but because the last minute thing, all the printers weren't able to get it done in time, and it wouldn't have been out until like the middle of January. But I have a group that's thinking about doing a calendar from June 25th to June 26th, but that won't be ready till about end of May. So hopefully that takes off. And then one of my favorites here, with Biden saying, "I thought we banned coal."
Well, that's just strategic reserve.
Yeah. And that's Swamp Monsters. They always come out with do a cartoon, and then this was one I did for Minneapolis, or for Alpha News out of Minnesota. Minneapolis sees December spike in homicides, and you got Santa dressed for the occasion.
I'm so glad, I keep seeing these things, and it's like flashbacks to this 4-year period that was such a horrible period for everybody. In fact, I was listening to some psychologists. They're talking about the people who've lived through this 4-year period. It's kind of like prisoners who suffer from a post-incarceration syndrome.
Yeah.
I mean, you got like some PTSD symptoms and major mental health issues, and then trying to readjust back to the normal. But what we went through was very serious stuff.
Oh yeah,
and we gotta keep praying, keep the Lord with us.
Just imploding. We saw our country, our rule of law, everything just crashing in, and this centralized government taking over everything, trying to destroy political opposition, opening up our borders. It was inundating because it never stopped. It was more.
Remember on November 3rd of 2020, we watched them steal. And the thing about it, it was entities that we had been trained to trust all our lives. Our law enforcement, our Department of Justice. Well, we knew there was some shenanigans, but not this blatant. We're stealing your election.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They just did it. They just did it.
Yeah. And they used the COVID as an excuse to do it.
Yeah, and I love Trump talking to that Christy Welker, whatever that Meet the Press chick.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "Are you finally going to just put that 2020 behind you?" No.
No, he said.
No, and he didn't hesitate either. He
No.
didn't hesitate.
Because if we don't, they're going to do it again, and until somebody goes to jail for it, they're going to do it again.
I think we're in for, because most of us here have lived through some of the worst presidents in American history. We've lived through. I mean, I was little, but I vaguely remember Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
And then we had.
I remember Jimmy Carter real well. It was horrible. Gas lines. No
gas
job.
lines.
I was looking everywhere for a job. I had my application in everywhere, and I couldn't. It was hard to get a job.
You know, I don't know if you remember, but they had even and odd. If you had an even number license plate or an odd number license plate, you'd alternate days so you could get gas.
Yeah.
That was crazy. And then we got the Bushes and the Clintons and then Obama. But you know what? I consider George W. Bush and Obama pretty much the same thing. Bush was never conservative. In fact, he was embarrassed to say he was conservative.
Yeah.
He said, I'm a compassionate conservative.
Yeah.
Which basically meant I'm a flaming liberal who wants a big government. And he gave us, he expanded the government to the child care with No Child Left Behind.
Yeah.
And then the Patriot Act.
I think it's safe to say that George Sr. and Clinton rode on the coattails of Reagan's recovery.
Reagan was the last American president until we got Trump.
Yeah.
And it was all George W. Bush was there. He was there to deceive everybody. But his biggest thing was him partnering with Obama when they did that TARP.
Yeah.
Y'all remember Too Big to Fail?
Mm-hmm.
Ever since that Too Big to Fail, it's been that the spending's just gone out of control. We were at $9 trillion. That was 2008. We were at $9 trillion. Here we are 16 years later, and we're at 36 trillion. 36 trillion. That's freaking insane. But that's just open corruption. That's like they quit doing budgets. Congress doesn't pass laws. The agencies do. They can't even control their agencies. And oh my God, we're gonna fix this stuff. We got to.
What did Fancy say here about this tune? Love the global warming tune, exposing their constant lies and fear mongering. Absolutely, it's always in the news. These guys are losing on that front too, so people are starting to wake up to that. Branco, greetings from Red, Florida. Hey, Ernesto, nice to see you here, buddy. Okay, what do we got here? We're almost done, I think. Oh, yeah.
Well, we have a really good video of this guy. What's his name? He's one of those billionaire guys, and his name is Alex Karp. Alex Karp. He's the CEO of Palantir, which is one of those big Silicon Valley deals. But anyway, smart guy, but he lays it out. He lays it on the line beautifully.
Yeah. Let me see. Let's play it.
Americans are the most loving, God-fearing, fair, least discriminatory people on the planet. And they want to know that if you're waking up and thinking about harming American citizens, or if American citizens are taken hostage and kept in dungeons, or if you're a foreign power sending fentanyl to poison our people, something really bad is going to happen to you and your friends and your cousins and your bank account and your mistress and whoever was involved. And you know, when Americans are spending $1 trillion on defense, what I want and what I think my peers want is, why are these people keeping our citizens hostage, torturing our people, attacking our allies, maligning us in what was once called the United Nations, basically a discriminatory institution against anything good? We need to stand up, and those people need to be scared. And that's why this conference is so important, because we have the best products in the world, And we cannot have parity. Our adversaries do not have our moral compunction. If it's even, they will take advantage of our niceness, kindness, our desire to be at home in Nebraska or New Hampshire or wherever we live in our peaceful environments. And they need to wake up scared and go to bed scared. And if you give that to the American people will go back and say, and honestly, probably shouldn't say this is why I thought the Democrats were going to lose the election, why they did, because people want to live in peace. They want to go home. They do not want to hear your woke pagan ideology. They want to know they're safe. And safe means that the other person is scared. That's how you make someone safe. And the average American person understands this. Unfortunately, many of the intellectually captured institutions funneled and intellectually owned by the Berkeley faculty do not. And that's what they want. It's sure as hell what I want. And that's what Palantir and all the people in this room, I hope, we're here to serve the American people. And my version of service is the soldiers are happier, the enemies are scared, and Americans go back to enjoying the fact that we're the only one with a real tech scene in this country, and we're going to win everything. That's how I...
Whoops,
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, bullies don't want to fight you if they know that you can kick their ass.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
So,
yeah,
you had this up on the screen before I started running my mouth too much.
No, that's fine. No, let's
The
get it
Grinchies
all
attempting, yeah.
We were going back to all that Russia, the dossier that she made up, and then he facilitated and he helped, and they all, what a cabal this was.
They ain't done. I'm telling
No.
you what, and that's one of the beautiful things about Cash coming in, man.
Mhm.
Cash he's serious.
Yeah.
And Christopher Ray stepping down today, they're scared. They are freaking out.
Oh,
and they're talking about, I mean, seriously, I don't think there's ever been a case where people are talking about blanket pardons for everybody. Anyway,
I heard.
I'm thinking of the word that. Go ahead.
I just said that I heard that it's unconstitutional. A lot of legal scholars are coming out saying it's not constitutional to give blanket pardons to people who haven't been charged with anything. Just say, okay, if in case they get charged with something, or in case you find something, we're going to pardon them. I just don't know how that's going to work.
They test everything. They keep the Supreme Court busy, don't they?
Yeah.
They keep, and they don't listen to them.
Mm-mm.
I said
Speaking
the Schiff
House. I said the Schiff House. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, man. I don't believe that he beat Steve Garvey. I bet you.
I don't think he did.
I hope they look into all these. They look into all these elections like they promised, and I believe they will, because that's the only way we're going to save this country.
Yeah.
If we can fix these elections, if we can lock them down, that's our hope right there.
Voter ID and same day voting. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Like all the other countries. Even France did away with these voting machines and all that. They have same day voting, voter ID, and they get all their tallies up in one day. So
yeah, but I mean, they did that with paper ballots. What is the point of computerized voting machines?
You can't cheat.
Yeah, that's the only thing, because they're slower. They're easy. You manipulate them. But anyway,
we have, before we go, we have a video that I liked that you did, that we showed earlier. You told me about Anna on Pierce Morgan, Young Turks.
Oh yeah,
we got to show that. We got to show that.
Is this her? Yeah, this is the chick who used to be on Young Turks. I think she still is, with that square-headed dude, Chink Unger. So, hey, you got a chink in your Unger. Anyway, but he looks kind of like Fred Flintstone. But they've been totally far left, and she is snapping the hell out of it. And anyway, but she was on with Piers Morgan, and it's number three.
I look at my life right now, and I ask myself, which political party has made my life worse? It's not the Republican Party. Locally speaking, the Democrats have complete control, and they have nearly destroyed my family's livelihood. Okay? We are living in trash and squalor everywhere. And unless the Democratic Party actually acknowledge these issues and solve these issues, rather than stealing our taxpayer money and funneling it to their nonprofit friends, they keep doing this, they're going to keep losing. And I'm going to keep speaking out against them. I don't care how much they hate Trump. I don't care how naughty the Republicans are being. Right now, the people having a negative impact on my life is the Democratic Party, and they need to change their ways. When we say we want to change the status quo, it doesn't mean we want to live in anarchy. It doesn't mean that we want to have $24 billion of our taxpayer money in California stolen by these nonprofits. It means that we want working people to be rewarded for their hard work. We want affordable housing. We want better working conditions, higher wages, better health care. These are things that Democrats used to purport to want to do. They don't do any of it anymore. And so I'm done with them until they change their ways.
Yeah, I completely understand it.
Boom.
Boom, boom, boom. And you know, and you realize that the CEO, the healthcare CEO that got murdered, got more coverage than the assassination attempt on Trump. Yeah. And what the guy's name was Luigi. but no, you know, you need to relax a bit. Luigi was just keeps taking up for his brother Mario, who'd been beaten senseless by a turtle. So
yeah, you know, it's amazing the media giving accolades to the guy that killed that CEO. I mean, they had sympathy for him. They were talking about, you know,
that Taylor Lorenz. She was like, I feel joy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then some of them talk about how hot he was. Oh, he's so hot. He's so handsome. He's so handsome.
Yeah, that's how evil they are. That's what their hearts are, dark and evil. They're the party of death.
Yeah, anyway. I mean, I heard they had one of those late night shows last night. Well, I just heard a clip on the radio that said something about how he had such a great body. You could grate cheese on his abs.
Oh my God!
What?
Oh my God!
I ain't eating that cheese. So get that shit away from me.
And they don't realize that, you know, that the CEO of that healthcare or that insurance company, they don't realize the problems we have with insurance companies right now was brought about by Obamacare. It's destroying our insurance. It's destroying a lot of these problems were brought about by his policy and what that ushered in from these insurance companies. A lot of these insurance companies were forced to do what they had to do to stay afloat. And
I dream of that guy going to jail.
Yes.
I dream of it. Now, you know, the closing song, you know, we started out with that Dream On version. Yeah. I found I just happened to see it. We were kind of rushing around at the last minute, but here is a live version of Dream On with an orchestra.
Ooh, that sounds good.
And so let's just enjoy that. And guys, remember, go over there and get through your Christmas shopping at My Pillow and use the promo code Jodan, and you'll save all kinds of stuff. You'll save enough money, you can buy me some.
And I want to thank everybody for sharing my cartoons, participating in the chat, and we'll see you next Wednesday for some more cartoon review and videos and Joe Dan's bad jokes.
Yes, yes, that's it. That's true. Hey, God bless you all. Keep the faith, and I hope this is a good. I don't know if I've seen this. I'm sure it's good though. I'm sure it's good.
Well, we'll try it.
If it sucks, it's Branco's fault.
No, I was just going to say it's Joe Dan's fault. But you already gave me the credit, so I can't back out now.
You're
All
done.
right.
You're done.
Here we
All
go.
right.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you next
Good
Wednesday.
night.
Every time that I look in the mirror, all these lines on my face getting clearer. The past is gone, midnight like dust to dawn. Isn't that the way? Everybody ought to do it like a man. Oh, you know it's true, man. And I know nobody knows where it comes and where it goes. I know it's every medicine you got to lose to know how to read. Hear my lives in books, written pages. Live and learn from fools and from sages. You know it's true.